Okay, welcome. It's morning time, and looks like we have the first synchronizing gangstalker here, jogging by. Okay, she's probably. Well, I was gonna say she's an ugly one, but I was worried that maybe she's not a gangstalker. But then, if she's not a gangstalker, she wouldn't see this anyways. At least, maybe she wouldn't. I mean, I did put what's happening to me on the community Facebook page. Well, she wasn't that ugly. It was hard to tell, really. So, going to Walmart to get some bubbly and to get some. What else? Well, I don't really know. Something sweet. And yesterday I tripped out, and so it was kind of a rough day today. But I got my new microphone yesterday, which is kind of sad and sweet because I like this microphone how it sounds a lot, but it requires so much gain that you have to turn the gain up to maximum. And then there's a noise floor sound, kind of like a humming in the background, which probably shouldn't be obvious well out and about. So this is sort of my test to see how it sounds. Oh wow. The brake was not normal feeling. It had no give, like it was stuck. It was stuck right on the very most stuck out position. Okay. So yeah, I am looking forward to something sweet. And my meditation is going pretty well. The other thing too is this mic is heavy. It's a big mic, and I have it on my headset, so I have to adjust it a little bit. Otherwise, it droops down. And so as I was tripping, I was, maybe I could do some snow blowing. I'm excited. Anything to test out my microphone. I was coming down and I was like, oh shit, this sucks. Like, I was planning on this experience making me enlightened. And as the drug is wearing off, I'm feeling pretty bad, really. And I'm also having the contrast that just for the last hour, I felt so good. And so figure it out, dude. Like, figure out what this meditation stuff is. And so I kind of had an urgency. I was kind of like in a different mind frame, like enough bullshitting, just figure this out for real. And I got a new kind of, I don't know, a new meditation. I upgraded my meditation. And so I've been enjoying that. And even on the come down, like I've been pretty down. I had a headache yesterday. Now I think there's going to be a one headlighter soon. Sometimes it's not exactly the same in the morning. Like if it was 7 p.m. right now, I could say I'm about to see a one headlighter in the next like 30 seconds. But I wouldn't. I'd say I might see one right now, like in the next 30 seconds. But it wouldn't exactly surprise me if I don't. And that's because they just have different crews at different times. And the morning time, it's a bit more sparse. So yeah, the come down has been good. My meditation has been taking me through that. And I didn't enjoy being high that much, actually. I was just kind of like, yeah, I cried. I thought of a time when I used to trust people more, when I was like 4. And it reminded me of the purity of trust I used to have, where it wasn't looking over my shoulder to think that maybe who I trust is going to betray me. Like I had a more pure trust, and I sort of felt like crying. I kind of cried a little bit, and I wondered that maybe that feeling of crying is actually better. Like I should try to feel that more. It's like I'm more connected to my feelings, and I ended up striving to cry. And when I could get that emotion back, I was like, oh, that's good actually. You can't really see it. I'm not going to turn my head, but there's a gang stalker to the left of me in the parking lot. That I could have predicted. Okay. Today I'm being smart with my groceries. I'm bringing carrying bags. Gonna put my gloves in my bag. Keys are in my pocket. I have zip up pockets. Put a bag inside of a bag. And voila. I was thinking too, like there's a lot of gang stalkers who are who I thought were faking everything so they could be violent. And what I think now is that they're not so much looking for an excuse to be violent, but they're looking to scapegoat their insanity, and violence is part of that. Like they can't feel okay inside of themselves. Like something is deeply wrong. They're scared of themselves or something to that effect. I think that's exactly it. And they're scared of consciousness, because unconsciousness is anesthetic. So they're like um, repressing their consciousness to stay as unconscious as possible. And so that's kind of like a sad thing, because when you block out your consciousness, you block out everything. And so that hurts to be in that position. And so that makes them crazy. That makes them repressed, and to avoid feeling like they're crazy, they pin it on someone else. And they say, it's you who's crazy. I mean, I know it's part of the strategy to deny gang stalking exists by saying we're crazy, but I think it also is genuinely projection. And the people who are diagnosed as crazy, I'd say, are just victims of abuse. They're just reacting as anyone would. And the people who are not seen as crazy are actually the crazy ones. Another thing too with gang stalking is wherever I go, they'll have someone standing there, like where that person was standing. That's where I would normally go, but I didn't feel like standing next to her. And like every time I go to the grocery, or like the Walmart grocery store, I guess Walmart is a grocery store. That's the exact place I go to get my vegan, whatever, my vegan fried food. Now this microphone is kind of drooping. It's kind of displeasing me. It's a heavy microphone. It's kind of to be expected. Okay, oh, that's right, my sweet tooth. So yeah, my meditation's going good. I'm on the come down from being high as a kite. And my meditation is really all I have. Oh, it's sort of a Vipassana meditation, and it's sort of a knack. It's not something I've heard meditation is a knack, and the knack means that you can't teach it. And maybe I should get one of these. And you know, it's something that you find it, you discover it, you sort of play around for it, and then you find it by accident. But you know kind of the ballpark it's in. And then when you find it, you recognize it and you nurture it. But there's no way you can actually make a science out of it and say, this is how you meditate. It takes genuinely searching for it to find it, and searching for it with sacrifice, or searching for it with urgency that you really intend and desire to find it. Okay, what I'm looking for is pudding. I want like cake mix or something like that. And you'd think they'd have it. And then I'm going to need a pie crust. I'm almost worrying that they're not going to have it. I can't remember seeing pie crust here. I hope. Oh, here it is. Okay. But if they don't have a pie crust, then getting the filling is useless. Unless I get it from another store, which is expensive. Jello, real cheesecake, banana cream. Ooh. Let's hope this is vegan. This is what I want, actually. Ingredients: sugar, cornstarch, artificial flavors. Holy shit, it's fucking vegan. That's fucking amazing. Oh, that's so good. I almost feel like I should get two, but that's $4. Yeah, right. Okay, now if I could only find a pie crust. But do they have pie crust? Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I almost think they don't have pie crust. Okay. Let's try to find some pie crust. I think I'm going to have to go to a different store to get the pie crust. And I should go back to the meat section. I have to get bubbly too, but I'm going to get that at the end. I should get chips. I maybe should get macaroni. This guy's probably a gangstalker. Just the vibe I get, the phone, he just seems gangstalkery. Sometimes they point their phone at you and it seems like they're recording you. Maybe because they're actually recording you, maybe because they want you to think they're recording you. Now these these were actually not good. These are really good. I'm kind of tired of them. Kind of tired of these. 1997. These steak bites are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, you know what I'd really like is dumplings. Yeah, I should get some dumplings. This is going to be an expensive trip. Okay, dumplings. And I have to go get a pie crust still. That really upsets me. The amount of money I'm going to have to pay for a pie crust. The store I'm going to, one of the last times I was there, this woman employee, this gangstalker, she's laughing obnoxiously. She's like, I can't even do an impression. It's even worse than that. And yeah, this is definitely a gangstalker. Um, you know, you can see how ugly they are. Peach flavored, grapefruit flavored. Oh, what about grapefruit flavored? And she says, she's laughing with this. She's about 55. She has like washed out blonde hair. And she's like a skinny hoe, like, but who's fat, like fat skinny. And she says to her skit role playing coworker, "Stay away, keep that trouble out of here." And I was just like, ugh. And so that's like the Posh grocery store. Like that one is way more expensive. Everything there is like super expensive. And if anyone has a problem with me filming, I could just about bet that that would be the store where it would happen. And so part of me is like, I don't want to go film at this store because they're going to have a issue with it. And then the other problem is the pie crust is going to be way too expensive. I should be able to get a pie crust for like maybe $3, $4. And I bet at this place it's going to be like, I don't know, like $6. And then will they even have the right pie crust? And, you know, I do have to go to this store anyway, though, because they have Cool Whip, vegan Cool Whip. It's like coconut Cool Whip, but it doesn't taste like coconut. Normally, if something is made with coconut, I will never buy it, no matter how much they say, "No, don't worry, you can't taste the coconut." I'm just like, nope. I absolutely hate coconut. Okay. And I'm not exactly happy with today's groceries. Oh, except for these. These are fucking amazing. $27. Holy shit. This is actually really expensive. $28. $32. That's really expensive. I might not even have enough money for the pie crust. That's bad. That's really bad. Not interested. Print only. I feel like I almost should put something back. I think I have $42. 44 minus 8 at $80 minus 30. I think I had $42 and I just spent, how much did I spend? 32. So I should have $10 left, and I need that to buy a pie crust and what else? And vegan Cool Whip. Okay. Let's see here. 4, 5, yeah, maybe that will work. Maybe I have some change on me as well. When I was putting stuff in my grocery bags while I was shopping, I was wondering, I wonder if the Walmart security team are watching me to see if I steal. But, you know, I guess they'd be watching me already. Walmart are big on gangstalking. And you kind of could not be surprised by that. Like during the 2019 mass murder, when everything was closed down, Walmart was still open. And so you'd think that the gangstalkers are working with Walmart. Like it seems to be a very corporate type of crime. White collar crime. But the white collar crime uses the crackheads, the no collar people. Yeah, this was an expensive trip. I'm really hoping I have some change. But I did get my dumplings. I did get actually my favorite food, which is dumplings. But I won't be able to buy the DLC I want, which is $10, which is Sleigh Ground for MX versus ATV off. What is it? Legends. Okay. Okay, so let's check the money situation. Oh, and I also found my what is it? Not an iPod. MP3 player, Sony MP3 player. And look at this thing. I don't know why I bought this. It was one of those things where it's like, I just have to be poor. I have to buy something I don't need. I need to be poorer. And it was like $30 on Amazon. I used to have one. I guess it got stolen or something. Went missing. Here's what Canadian change looks like in case you're American. Okay, I got about $4 here. So, unless... The other thing is the other grocery store opens in 20 minutes. But I do have to go to this shitty, expensive grocery store anyways. So, I guess I could see what kind of pie crust they have there. My microphone is holding up. You know, it's not exactly staying quite in place, but it's in place enough. Woo, 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 woo. Well, apparently Trump is going to end the gangstalking, according to this guy named Keith, who I follow on Quora, according to Targeted Justice as well. I don't exactly know what it was, it being the executive order that he signed, but I saw a meme, and it was like a picture of Trump signing a document. And the caption was, Trump is making it, putting a stop to the FBI targeting American citizens. And according to Targeted Justice, that means that it's going to stop for the entire world, because the FBI is who goes around the world training each government how to do it. And the FBI has the list of the entire worldwide targeted individuals. So it's like all run by the FBI. Something to that effect, you know. And, well, I don't know if I believe that. You know, I'm putting most of my efforts into... Now, this is, I think, a one headlighter here, this van. Sometimes when a car puts their blinker on, the light that the blinker is on goes off during the time their blinker is on. So it could actually be not a one headlighter, but it also could be a one headlighter. And that wouldn't surprise me. Like, I haven't seen any one headlighters during this trip yet. And that would be about the time that I would see a one headlighter. You know, I was thinking as I was leaving the Walmart parking lot, I'm probably going to see one pretty soon. Because a lot of times, if you don't see one, like if you don't see something, then something else is going to happen. Like, for example, when I leave my house, if there's not someone walking by our house as I leave, or synchronizing with me as I leave, then as soon as I turn the corner, there's going to be someone there. Or if when I go home, there's someone by the cemetery, and but if there's not someone at the cemetery, then there will be someone in front of our house. So oftentimes I can tell, I can say I'm going to see a one headlighter in the next 15 seconds, like I did that in a previous video. And I can predict it that accurately because as I'm driving down a certain street, I know I haven't seen a gang stalker yet, so I know that I'm really overdue for one. And so I know then that at the next checkpoint there's going to be one. And the checkpoints are like every street basically. At the bridge, at the cemetery. And those aren't random checkpoints. Those are veiled threats. The bridge coincides with jumping off a bridge. They've told me to kill myself at the bridge before. And they do it all in code, of course. Like they'll stand next to me at the bridge and they'll start jumping up and down. Very weirdo people. And it would be cool. I do think that as fucked as humanity is, gang stalking is more fucked than humanity. Now this is a little weird. How slow they're going. They're not pulled all the way in. You can see that. I could say that's probably a gang stalker. And it's an SUV. They very frequently use SUVs. This car right here is probably a gang stalker with its lights on. That's called brighting. And so here I am in the Posh grocery store. This is where it would be like, filming in here. Woo. This is like the Posh. This is theirs, dude. This is where the the highfalutin people shop. Keep that trouble out of here. Keep that trouble out of here. Now, what I need is a pie crust. And I need some vegan Cool Whip. So $5 for this. So now I have about $8 left. And would the pie crust be in the vegan section? I don't think so. Where would it be? Man, I was feeling horrible when I was coming down off acid. I was thinking, man, that sucked. And I'm enjoying sobriety now. Like, I took it on Friday at midnight. Saturday, there's a very weird guy just staring at me down the aisle. Okay. So I need a pie crust. So that would be in the baking section, I'd guess. So I'm going to look for baking. Peanut butter, salsa. Don't tell me they don't have baking section. Canned goods, flour, cake mixes. This seems like where it would be. If I can't find a pie crust, I'm gonna go fucking crazy. Why wouldn't you have a pre-made pie crust? Or I'll just have to go to the other way cheaper grocery store, which might actually be open at 9. Well, that would be good too. I am enjoying trying out my new microphone. Fuck. And I know they have good pie crust there too. And 8:37. It was 8:37 when I left Walmart. So it'll be about 8:47 now. So, and the other grocery store opens at 9, I think. I hope. It's Sunday. Who knows? And then I could make my own pie crust out of Oreos. But that's not as good. But it is still pretty good, actually. Banana Oreos, that's actually pretty good. 2 for $8. Or $5 each. Or I could make it out of... Yeah, I'm going to go get the real pie crust because I'm frankly uh, not into pounding cookies with a hammer in a bag. And we used to have a food processor, but I think we gave it a. We had a really good one. My mom's boyfriend is a chef, and he had like a professional. Well, I don't know if it's professional, like commercial, but he had a really good food processor, and well, I used to make seitan in it. No, I don't want to give to your charity. This is so much running around. I would never have done this if I didn't have this new microphone. Now, would they have a pie crust at the dollar store? I couldn't imagine. But this stuff, this is really good. Oh, fuck yeah. The last time I made a banana cream pie, it was just vanilla, and I cut up a banana, and I added it into the pie. So you can see these two people in this silver car. They're just sitting there. If you remember earlier, I said that car is a gangstalker. It had its lights on. Oh, it would be so awesome if the program got shut down. I would love that so much. I've met some great people too through the program. Like, well, not like through the program, but like other TIs. Like because of the program, I've met some really great people. Now you can see this car. This is just riding me. And I got in an argument the other day. This guy was like, what did he say? Basically, you're crazy. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I showed some goo dripping down our wall. And I was like, they put this goo here. And one time, someone was throwing up on the day that in our house, someone was throwing up as if there was food poisoning left on the day that this goo was here in our house. And this guy was like, you know, you're insane. And I was like, yeah, like, I know you're not talking to me, like, you're just talking to, like, uninvolved people trying to gaslight as part of your psyop. And, well, then he was like, he went into psychobabble. He was like, paranoid, schizophrenic, cybulbular, deflective. Like, he did like a real number. Like, it looked really silly. He had a typo in it. And he said, are you ever wrong? And I was like, yeah, like, I'm a targeted individual. I'm not Jesus Christ. And he was trying to conflate infallibility with being a targeted individual, like as if I was claiming infallibility, like because I'm documenting signs of a break-in. He's like, oh, are you ever wrong? You're just right about everything, huh? Oh, you're right about everything? And it's like, well, like your sample rate is just one thing. Like I'm telling you one thing. Like here's some goo dripping down our freezer, and this same goo is dripped all over our walls, like brown goo. You know, how would you explain if there's like 50 drips of an unknown brown goo in different rooms all around your house on the walls. And so I was tripping out, so I was in like a very euphoric kind of space. And I was just like, yeah, of course I'm wrong. Of course I'm wrong. And then he stopped commenting. I guess he thought he got me. Like, oh yeah, I see, I got him to admit he's wrong. Oh, I should try screaming. Okay, I'm gonna try screaming, okay? So just brace yourself. Ah! Okay, I had to do that. I had to do that. That was a microphone test. Now this is where I always see a gang stalker. Whenever I see a one headlighter, if you remember back to another video, that's where I saw another one of them too. I mean, every time. Like I've been driving this stretch of road for like 3 years. Like this is like every time I drive on this road. That's about the place I see a gang stalker. Oh yeah, so this microphone, why would I scream into the microphone? Well, this microphone doesn't clip. It has a really high SPL, so it never clips. And that's fucking awesome. Whew. My meditation's going good. I've treated meditation like glasses. I don't take them off. Or maybe not, actually. Because you do take glasses off when you go in the shower or when you go to sleep. Here's another one headlighter. That's also a frequent place. Along this stretch, I frequently see them. And it changes kind of from season to season too. But I mean, it's pretty much always been there. But there are some other places where I would quite often see them, where I don't see them so often anymore. Okay, so I'm really hoping this grocery store is open. It's a Sunday, so maybe it won't be. And that's crazy that they didn't have pie crusts at the store I wanted to get them from either from Walmart or from. I mean, this is the store I really want to get them from. So now I don't know if you could see it because I have Super View on, but there was a car in that parking lot, and this could be psychosomatic. But to the right of me, there was just a car in the parking lot, and it had like really bright LED lights, which a lot of them have. They're not like high beams, but they're regular lights that are so bright that they look like high beams. And as I was passing by, I suddenly got a headache. I felt like a pressure in my head. Maybe that's a little far out. I don't know. A lot of people do say that. They say that the lights are shining radiation at you. You know, there's a one headlighter behind me too. I really hope these people get stopped. And after I know that this exists, I'm so disgusted with people. I'll never look at people the same way again. I can't even tell you how. Well, you know, if you're a targeted individual, you know how sick these people are. And a lot of people say they can't stop as well. If they want to stop, they can't. They're not allowed to stop. Unless they become a targeted individual. Which personally, I would. If I signed up to be a gang stalker, and then I realized, wait a minute, this is human trafficking, I would quit. We are better than them. Fuck those people. Now this truck is weird. I don't know if you could see it, probably not. It's in the peripheral. There's a truck just driving back and forth. Okay, fingers crossed that this store is open. Fingers crossed that the pie crust is less than $5. I think the store is open. Oh yeah, I don't know if I told you that this MP3 player I have, it got lost for like 3 weeks, and then I just found it. And when I found it, it still had batteries left in it. It was still like half charged. So I actually really do love this, and it's so small. It's smaller than a phone. So I'm really really into my MP3 player. And I really like this grocery store too. This is like one of my favorite grocery stores. They have a lot of good stuff here. Okay. And I really, what I really like the best is the fact that um, instead of Coca-Cola, I now drink bubbly. And I actually prefer bubbly for a variety of reasons. I like the carbonation better. Now this is the pie crust that I wanted. This is the best one. I could get chocolate, but no, I think this is the best one. Graham cracker. So this is gonna be a banana cream pie with whipped cream and graham cracker crust. That's like premium pie. This is probably some orchestrated bullshit. And, some people are just kind of slow too. Pay, no card, what? I hate how they, debit. Approved. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is gonna be fucking amazing. And this pie this pie filling was $4 as opposed to and that's from Walmart, which has cheap stuff, whereas regular pie filling is $2.49. And Walmart has good stuff. Here's a one headlighter. You can't see it, but to the left of me, there's a one headlighter pulling up. Walmart has good stuff. And so when Walmart charges an arm and a leg for pie filling, I'm going to take that as a sign that there's a hot girl over there loading her cars in the groceries. Loading her, can you see her? Do you know that I've seen 2 videos of TIs posting gangstalkers with their dicks out. One of them was a guy just pulling his dick out in a parking lot, standing in front of a TI. And another one was a girl who was delivering Uber Eats. And there was a gangstalker masturbating partially in view in the door as she was leaving. I've seen a video of a girl TI getting assaulted in a bar by a male gangstalker who is telling her before assaulting her that he gets paid whether he fucks her or not. And she's telling him to fuck off, and then he turns around and he acts like it's an accident and he backs up into her and she starts making noise and kind of yelling to get him off of her. There's a gangstalking fire truck pulling into the grocery store. Yesterday when I was coming down off my trip, the firefighters drove by with their lights on 3 times, back and forth, in a span of about 3 or 4 minutes. I was at a bar one time, and this guy, he tried grabbing my face, and he was much bigger than me, and it was really ugly. I moved my head back, and he was with these girls who were all laughing. And then he went behind me like 20 minutes later, and he rubbed his hands in my hair. And I was like so disgusted. And then he came to the support group that I went to, and he stayed after the group to ask me about like what I like to cook. Because in the support group I was like, yeah, like my kind of therapeutic exercise as I like cooking. And it was almost like the subtext was saying like, hey, remember me? I'm the guy. I'm the guy who rubbed my hands in your hair. And in the group when he was sharing, he was like, you know how people can roll a coin through their fingers? It's like a special trick move. He's like, I can do that. I was like, yeah, you really have skilled hands, don't you? Oh, I got the slow down warning. Okay, so yeah, basically I just spent all my money, but holy shit, I have some good ass fucking groceries. And I think I documented a lot. You know, I like documenting things for the people who are uninvolved. So I could say, you know, I'm going to see a one headlighter in 10 seconds. And in the morning time, I also don't go out in the morning that often. And so it's more difficult for me to make exact predictions. But I think I got enough evidence today that I could feel like this is an educational video as well as a vlog. But primarily this is a vlog. I'm so happy people are watching my YouTube channel. I mean, I just started it and I already have people watching these videos, and that was a big surprise to me. I was like, oh, that's awesome. And when I didn't have YouTube, because I deleted it for a while, what I did then is I went to Quora, which I've always been on Quora, but I just went more heavily to Quora. And so when I deleted my channel, I actually lost connection with a handful of TIs who I actually didn't know how much I appreciated them until I lost them. I was like, oh yeah, fuck. You know, it took me like a year. It took me like 2 years of having a YouTube channel, and we just found each other randomly and coincidentally. And I'm never going to remember what your channel name is. But you know, as long as we were following each other, I used to see you all the time, and you know, we chatted, and now it's like you're gone. And I never even considered, when I deleted my channel, I never considered just I did consider privatizing it. I was actually afraid that someone was going to go through all my videos and try to use them against me. And I thought, even if I privatize it, they'll have some special loophole that they can get the videos anyway. So I'm going to delete the whole channel before they have time to go through them all. And so I was kind of in a panic when I deleted it. And so I kind of beat myself up too. I kind of thought that was actually a mistake. That was actually cowardice what I did. And I should have just kept them up and said, you know, anyone has a problem with it, go fuck yourself. Call the police. Call the, you know, the psychiatrists. It probably would have been the psychiatrists who they would have called. That was who I was worried they were going to call. And there's seeming like a one headlighter van here. Again, it has its blinker on, so I'm not sure if it's actually a one headlighter, but it would be plausible that that's a one headlighter. So yeah, banana cream pie, awesome, fucking amazing, holy shit. So excited for that. With whipped cream and pie, graham cracker crust. And then we have dumplings. And we have bubbly. Oh, that's so good. And I do want to water fast. Now that I have my meditation intact, I do really want to water fast. I think I can do it. I think I could do it. Meditation will be the thing that pulls, because when you're feeling down, which, you know, your blood pressure is going to drop, you're going to feel bad when you water fast. You're getting out toxins. You know, it's not that you're hungry that feels bad. It's that when you eat, you're prevented from detoxifying. And so you're detoxifying. You're going to feel bad when you water fast. It's like a come down that just lasts for like a month, or, you know, however, I want to water fast for a month. And the best thing that I have to deal with a come down is meditation. And with how good my meditation is right now, I feel like, and again, you know what, it's really the fire test of actually doing it is what will determine. You know, I am fat. I do love food, but I do feel like I can do it. I beat up on myself every day for years. I beat up on myself every single day for not water fasting. Ooh, what's it for you? Fuck you, big boy. I need to tell you. Hello. Oh, well, strangely, he wanted in.